Well, welcome back to the channel. Places to visit. Today we're in Northwich. It's a bit of a strange one, this. Come on my bike. Not really. But we're looking at Newman's Flash. But this place is a bit more than that. You come down, I think it's Warrington Road, to the recycle centre, and then you come down and there's a car park and this bike. How it's sort of the centre of the place this is. You can see the bridge behind, that takes us to the Flashes. If you look across there, that is the entrance to Carey Park. Now Carey Park, you walk straight down and then you can turn left and it brings you out the top of Northwich. You turn right, you can go along the river and end up at the boat lift. So we cross this steel bridge, nice little stream underneath, and we've got a few ducks. And we're going to go, the car park is actually down there, and we're going to go up the little steps. The signposts tell you where to go. A very noisy bird there. It tells you Carey Park, car park, and Ashton's Flash. So we're going up to Ashton's Flash. We're now on top of the Flashes. There's some old mine workings here. And they used to get the soda ash out. There is a poster that tells you about it. Now this flash very often isn't a flash. But there's been lots of rain, so we have actually got a flash today. The whole thing's a bit complicated, but this is what makes it a special place. Because over there is a path. That's the main path. And as I swing round, this is the Ashton Flash. And there's a road that goes all the way around and brings us back down the bottom here. The other side of that road is Newman's Flash, which you walk around again, a circular path. But off these paths, we'll see in a bit, you can then go to the boat lift, Marbury Country Park, the canal. There's all sorts of walks off the actual paths, so you can have a little walk round the Flashes, or you can walk a lot further. And you can walk for miles if you want. So we're now on the main path. As you come off the car park, there's a crossroads there which takes you left where we've just been, right round the Newman's Flash. And this is the main road round the Flashes. It's not a perfect road, but anybody that's disabled and in a wheelchair should really be able to cope with it. So off the main path, you've got sort of places you can explore. There's another path back there in amongst the trees. So we've got Newman's flash on this side and the flash we've just seen on that side. So we'll have a look, a better view from there. So this is a flash we've just seen, but a different view. So very often you come and this is just bare land. There's lots of wildlife on there at the moment. It's just fine. Finding them. So what they do have, quite a few of them around here, is bird hides, spotting areas. So this is the first one we come across. And it's one of them places you can come and see some fantastic things some days, and the next day you come and there's no deer. But they do have a list of what's likely to be about. We've got buzzards, we've got sand martins, tufted ducks, shell ducks, lapwings, swifts, swallows, coots, grebe, ring plovers, sandpipers. And it is a lovely area, and it's a lovely day today as well. The only fault with these hides is this in front. It gets that big that you can't actually see half the stuff, or if you can, you can't focus on it because it's focuses on the stuff in front. I'm just trying to see what we've got today. Very quiet. Typical, you come, there's one swan over there somewhere. And then what generally happens is Northwhich Canal is the swan gathering with 50, 70 swans depending, and then they fly around in a circular pattern. They go to Winterley Pool, then they go to the Sandbach SSI site, and then they eventually end up here, and then they go back home. So there's usually lots of swans, but of course today there ain't none, is there? Oh, just one. But we might find some more around the other side. A few feet from the last hide we've got another one which is probably the better of the two. There's more around the other side, and you always find if you see something across the other side and walk round, and they come back down here. What is a bit surprising if you've never been before is the water. You can see it's really crystal clear, but the colours are unbelievable. We do have a friend come to see us. Doesn't give a toss about humans. If you look the other side, of course this what was salt and soda ash, so some of the colours are absolutely sort of unbelievable. Perhaps see the colour a bit different here, but the water's really clear, but just this salt and soda ash and everything everywhere. This is the path down to the hide, and this is probably one of the best ones. It's May and the reeds are not fully grown yet, so you do get a good view across the flash. And of course all the wildlife is over there. I don't know if they can make out what they are, but have a job to get focus on some of these. There is plenty of wildlife about. Trying to see what that is at the back. So Something quite big at the back, isn't there? There. Same fantastic zoom, so apologise for the shaking. Well, it can spin round the flashes. As I say, typically there's hardly anything here today. We've got a duck here. We've got one swan somewhere. There he is. Just talking to people, there's a lot of marsh harriers about. Some more ducks over there. I mean, you come some days and you get like a water rail down here. And everywhere you go in the world there's Canada geese, isn't there? Well, it's a beautiful place to come. It's 25 miles square area if you take it in like back all the way up to Marbury Park and what have you. I'm just trying to see if I can hold steady enough to see what's and just Canada geese. On the little screen I can't work out what they are. Like 100 times zoom here, so there's two things over there. You usually get lots of grebe here, but something flying there. If you're a birdie, you know, you come to these places and you can see something fantastic, and then the next day you can say absolutely no. I'm trying to make out that bird that's flying about. We have come across some little babies. Not really hard to get in. See if we can get down low and get a better picture. They are cooperating. Their feet on them are unbelievable. I'll say they don't care about humans. Here's the parent coming. The main path as we come round the corner, there's this little road. I'll just explain to you. A bit hard to read nowadays, but it does explain what the place is. And basically this is as far as it goes. Well, it's a nice place to sit. There is a plaque on it. Well, it does give you an overall view of the flashes. The thing with this place is you have to sort of stop and see what's around, because here we've got like forget-me-nots, We've got some wildflowers over there which I'm too far away to sort of identify. So you never quite know what you're going to come across. Now we're just round the other side, and if you head for the Salt Museum, there's another entrance here with a lay-by, and this is the main path. So there's that path we said, that circular goes round to where we started, for the Ashton. There is a map and tell you all about the what's here. We're now going down that path. We've just come out of that one, so we're going round Newman's Flash, round the other side now. Cheated a bit with this, but to show the whole path, this is a very straight. Again, if you're in a wheelchair, you should be able to negotiate this quite easily. On the path there's a little rickety old bridge which takes you across towards this Salt Museum. Well, again, it just sort of goes on for forever, this path. And as we get near the top, there's yet another hide, a bigger one this time. So we're now sort of at the top of Newman's Flash. It is a better one, this, because you've got lots of places to look through at different heights, and the other one is over there, which we'll come to in a minute. At the moment all the grasses etc are fairly low, so you do get quite a good view, but you can move around. See, there's lots of different slots and different heights to get different views of all the wildlife, which are all hiding this morning. Well, again, it's a beautiful place to visit. And it's always true of these things. If you see all the there's a lot of wildlife up there at the moment, but I don't know whether I can zoom in enough. But as you get up there, they'll all come over here, and it's sort of law of the land. We're at the top of the Flash, and there is another walkway off this walkway. But this is actually leading to the top of the path. Plenty of broom and things in flower. So we're right at the top of the Flashes. And over there's the hide, the first hide second hide, that one into that we came to. We do have a quite shaded woodland little area here. Quite nice. It's quite a warm day and a lot of walking. You pick a bit of sweat up. It's a nice little path. So even more woodland path, and then we come to the other bird hide. Quite why they've done it I don't know, because they've got sort of places here that you can take photos through here, but it's very wooded, so I don't know if there's anything exciting there. Sort of a bigger hide this, and it's well protected. If it's pouring down with rain, you can get under here. There is seats, or a seat, and you've got different heights. I can look out high or I can look out low. Is that a cuckoo I can hear? Oh, the mic's picking that up very well. Again, in the distance, that's the there somewhere. Where's it gone? The original hide we came across. Again, the problem is not so bad at the moment, but when this all grows up, you've got a job to see anything. And apart from an odd duck at the moment, there's been nothing here today. It's just the fact to get here, sit down and look at nature. If we go to the lower one, it's just industrial as well, because you can see the cranes. You do get a lot of aircraft here if you're aircraft spotters. They go. There's loads of birds just flying past. Probably a bad day and a bit warm for the wildlife. Probably a bit later evening time or on a cooler day. Still in the woodlands, and there's a signpost here to tell you where you are. In the dark, you have a job to read it, but it's Anderton Nature Park. So if you go that way, there's lots of sort of woodland. The thing about this place, there's lots of places to explore, depending on whether you just want a quick walk around or go exploring. Twice I've missed him. Jay just flew out and got onto the road and saw me and ran for cover. Seen him twice this morning. We're now sort of heading back to the car park where we've parked. And again, there's places up here you can go and explore in the woodland. Some of it's a bit dodgy getting onto it, but there is another path, somebody walking down the other path there. That now brings us back to the main, what we call a crossroad. So we came in from there to the main-ish path which takes you to the car park. That's the one between the two flashes that we've been to. And the park run's finished now, thank God. Well, there is a nice sign here that shows you what the place used to be, because it's all industrial. Goes back to 1670, rock salt was discovered. Rock salt, of course, is used for the roads, and there's a big one at Northwhich, which isn't far away. We're back at the car park, and there's a little bird box here. There's another path here. So the car park's not very big, so top tip, I always get here about 8:30ish, 8:45, and it's alright, but in the middle of the day it can be a bit jam-packed. And top tip is always reverse where you park, because if it gets too crowded you can just drive out. If you go facing and there's a lot of cars behind you, you can struggle. So come along and explore. If you want to see more, remember I work for Google Maps, and now up to 111 million plus views of my pictures on Google Maps. So we do have about 800, I think, of Newman's flash in the area, which does show some of the wildlife which we've not been able to see today. And as always, please subscribe, because I do need to get more subscribers in order to make an odd bob or two.